Alright, hi everyone. This is going to be another episode of TotemCast. This is your host, Lucario, and today we're going to be talking about PvP. It's going to be PvP involved with pretty much all the brackets in the game that I'm at least a part of. I'm sure there's other stuff that I don't know about and am familiar with, but I'm sure someone will correct me. But the point is, at level 30, we don't actually get the ability to PvP unless it's like highly organized. It's very time consuming and a bit annoying to actually set that up. So it's very, very, very rare that we actually get the opportunity to do so. However, that means I get to try other brackets as well. So level 20 and level 29 share the same bracket. I have a geared level 20 and I have an almost fully geared level 29. So with that being said, I decided to spend some time doing some battlegrounds, and I've been having quite a lot of fun. I really miss doing Twink PvP. I just wish it was as popular as it used to be, because I used to have a really good time doing it, and it just doesn't really seem to be the same way that it used to be at one point or another. So with that being said, I decided to try max level PvP out again, just to do it, because like if you didn't know, before I was doing Legacy 30 or any of the twinking stuff, all I would do in the game is do max level PvP, and I don't mean like arenas or like RBGs or skirmishes. I used to do like open world PvP with old guilds. I used to do epic battlegrounds, just regular battlegrounds. Like I like stuff like that. I don't like the highly organized, uh, overly stressful environment. I like to just like watch YouTube videos or listen to music while I do this and just kind of kill a couple hours. That's kind of my whole thing. So every so often I'll come back and I'll do max level PvP. It's mainly my main thing I do at max level now. I guess we could talk about the state of the game as well. I think like max level is just pretty much lame in comparison to like what you could do with the twinking scene of things. And like my own friends will sit there and debate me on this and tell me I'm wrong and just tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about or like but they didn't start off at the earlier versions of the game like I did, and I got to experience. Now, like I'm not the oldest kind of player. I started in 2007, so I didn't like really get to experience original vanilla. I did, however, go play classic, and I did do PvP in classic, and it was a completely different thing. Like the game was just much better. It was much different. Rating was better. It's one reason why I really, really like rating at level 30, for example, is just it feels significantly better than it does at max level. Now, max level has the spectacle of things. Like the newest raid right now, the Mana Forge, it is really cool. It's really visually interesting. It's pretty. Domintheus at the very end, the final boss, the Void Lord, is really a badass fight. It is a really cool freaking fight. However, I don't find it very new user friendly approach, even with LFR, like, because I go in there and it's just a complete, and I'm going to be cussing a lot in this one, so I'm sorry if it's not for your thing. We usually try not to cuss over here at TotemCast, but I'm a bit irked right now, and yeah, so the raid is kind of fucked, if you catch my drift. Like, it, it it's not welcoming for new people at all. It was not a good time because of that. I was very disappointed by that, to say at the very least. It didn't feel good. I don't know. I don't know how to like really phrase it to give it the effect that I really want to whenever I'm trying to like describe this. Because at least like at the lower level of raids, like you could just pop in, like you instantly already know. Like most raids are like chill as hell. And there's like some harder raids that we could do at our twink bracket, like ICC 25-man heroic. Like we were trying to do that for about a month. We made some pretty good progress on it, but it is just so insanely difficult. And it's not even a complicated fight. Like if my ass can go out there and raid it, then it's not difficult. It's not really set for our level, and basically the only way I think we're going to be able to actually do it, which by the way right now we're taking a break from it because it's just so difficult to do and it's just honestly annoying and everyone's kind of getting burnt out, but it just does such high amounts of damage and you have to like optimize and like actually play specific classes, which wouldn't be an issue, but the problem is at our level bracket that just means you're going to be playing like Disc Priest, Shadow Priest, Destruction Warlock, and Yeah, that's really about it. Like you're just going to be kind of playing that, and I find that very boring, and it's not really engaging. And yeah, sure, maybe some like dumb tryhards are going to sit there and try to do it. Like I get it. Like they want to do it, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to do it, but it's just my opinion. It's what made the bracket great. What made everything that we did great was we were very relaxed on what you're allowed to bring, and I understand that it like that kind of mindset's not really good for this raid. However, like after doing this for so many years, like people are kind of just used to just playing really whatever. So you can't exactly bring a rogue to this kind of fight, you know? Like Arthas does so much damage that you just die instantly in phase 2, and it's just not really a good time. So like I'm really kind of over it at this point. I don't really care. Like I'd like to run it a couple more times before the pre-patch, but honestly I just don't really give a shit anymore. And maybe some other people do. And if they're down to do it again, I will be more than happy to go. But it is what it is. But with that being said, I'm going to go back to my rant about max level because I've been having some really bad time with PvP lately. So I love max level PvP, as I stated, and I have been doing max level PvP for the better half of the last 2 weeks. I have only won one match this entire time. And now, yeah, sure, you could say, well, maybe you're just bad. Well, no, yeah, I'm not like the greatest player, but in epic battlegrounds, that doesn't really matter. Like, I still kill a lot of people. I still know how to avoid deaths, do objectives, whatever you got to do. Like, I know how to do all of this. It's just the horde has just not been winning, and it's just constant pre-mades. And I'm really honestly to the point of being sick and tired of seeing the pre-mades. It's just annoying because I'll hop in there and someone's like, "Oh, it's the so and so streamer and his group," and I'm just kind of like, "Oh God, okay." And it's just the experience isn't really fun. Like I'm not having a good time, and I haven't been able to farm conquest properly in like well over a week and a half. And it's just I don't really feel an urge to do it. And then I go back and try a level 29 Twink PvP, and it's a completely different experience. So yeah, like everybody's overpowered. Like hunters will annihilate you, but that's understandable. It's it's fast paced. It's also frustrating to me because I know how to play like Affliction Lock, for instance. I really love Affliction Warlock. It's one of my favorite specs. Um, so I go in there into my battleground and I find a mage with low or like less health than me. He's probably got less gear than me. I still can't kill him because like the way it works. And I know some of you might hear this and not understand exactly what I'm talking about. They might be like, "Oh, you're just bad" or whatever. No, you don't understand. Like I sit there and pop my cooldowns, and he doesn't die nearly fast enough. It's so stupid how every single class can resist most of the damage that they would take. And then when you go back and do like a lower level bracket PvP, like for 29s for instance, um, a feral druid can like hit you a couple times and you'll die instantly. Like you still have time to react, but it's not really like I could sit there and just stop playing for a moment to eat part of my cheeseburger and then go back and I'm still like alive. Like max level. I don't know. It's just stupid. It's a very dumb design. I don't understand why Blizzard does it this way. And maybe it's because like the item level is so high and the health pools are so high and the damage is so high you can't like accurately balance it properly because everyone's got billions of health and doing billions of damage or whatever. In lower levels, it's a lot more easily managed because it's like, hey, I got 5,000 health, I do 500 damage per hit. Okay, well that's simple. Like it's easier to probably balance. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not like a game developer or anything like that. But this is just how I make sense of the subject, and this is just how I fully try to rationalize it. I guess you could say. It makes more sense to me, and I also like another thing too with like the difference in levels. Okay, so like at 30, you can heal so insanely well, but you can like still easily, accidentally get somebody killed or just like mess up. It's not like it's just idiot proof with the healing. So like I can cast a simple heal or heal, I'm sorry. I can cast a very basic heal and I can heal somebody all the way up to full health and then they'll start taking a lot of damage like immediately, and that's how I feel like it should be like at max level. I really think it should. So level 30, what it kind of did for me is it kind of made me want to play other classes at max level. I only played like 2 up until this point, and that was like Rescue Druid and Survival Hunter. I mean, I had my Affliction Warlock and Arms Warrior, but like I mostly played those two. So I got me excited, like, okay, I want to try Holy Paladin at max level. So I geared up as Ret, swapped the Holy, did the talents, did the homework on it, and I go into a dungeon that I was overly geared for, and it disappointed me so much to see like how Holy Shock just does not do enough healing. It's just like a 5% of your health heal. And I'm sure that somebody's just gonna think I'm dumb saying this stuff, but like this is just it to me. It's just very stupid. Like it should be max level, in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. You're feel free to disagree with me or whatever if you don't see it this way, but this is how I do. This is what makes it more fun, in my opinion. I feel like just being able to heal the way you do at lower levels is so much more fun and more engaging than it is at max level. Because max level, I have to sit there and go through a whole goddamn rotation just to be able to get somebody up. It's ridiculous. And again, maybe I'm not just playing at the most optimal highest level. I understand that. I am a LFR raider. I always make sure I get AOTC at the end of every patch or season, I guess you could say. I always try to get Keystone. But it's more of a nuisance to me. It's more of an annoyance. It's more like you have to like basically have either a group of friends or deal with a bunch of like assholes basically just to get this kind of content done. I don't find that fun. I don't really find that fun. Like people have taken this game too seriously, and it's just gotten to the point where it's just not really, I guess, exciting for me to do anymore. Like at max level. And that sucks because I'm an old school player. I played for a very long time. I have never unsubscribed from this game. I probably love this game more than anybody you even know. Like straight up, this game is pretty much my life. I fucking love World of Warcraft. But that's why I have these like opinions of it because I'm very disappointed with how the game is at max level. I don't understand why it is as annoyingly difficult to play max level compared to what it is at the lower level brackets. I don't know if this is just the way Blizzard overtunes things for like the race to world first, or just think like, oh well, if we make it hard enough like this, it'll keep people busy for the entire season or whatever. Like I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's more focused for the casual player. Um, I mean, for like people like me, it takes me forever to even get KSM, for example, and I'm only getting like the basic version of it so I can get the mount. Like that's all I care about. I don't care about the title or the like 0.1% or whatever. That stuff doesn't matter to me. But it's still a pain in the ass to process to get this even done in the first place because like my friends I play with at max level are fucking douchebags. And it's not really fun playing with them even though I'm friends with them in real life. It's just not a welcoming experience for somebody like me. And even the PvP, like I used to do RBGs back in Cataclysm. I used to do stuff like that, and it was like PvP has always been toxic, but it's just to the point now where it's unbearable, and I don't have a good time doing it. And of course, Twink PvP at level 29, for example, and level 20, because I've done both. I'm sure the other brackets are pretty fun too. I don't know, I haven't got to do them. I mostly play on 30. But yeah, like the PvP is toxic, but it's so fast paced because you die like almost immediately getting hit. You respawn instantly and just jump right back into the fray. So it's just really fun. It's like, hey, that guy just killed you. Let me go track him down real quick, and there he is. Bam, 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 he's dead. Max level, it's like, hey, this guy killed me. Let me go find him. Pop all of my fucking cooldowns. Okay, he's still not taking enough damage to die properly. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till he like aggro's another player, and then I guess we could drop him. Like I even have a conquest geared character back in season 1 of The War Within, and it was still like that. Like it's completely crazy to me. I I don't understand, man. Yeah, okay, sure. Maybe I'm not playing the meta because I hear like currently right now like rat paladins and hunters are like the most overpowered thing, and maybe it's just because I'm not playing one of those. But even at a lower level, it still doesn't matter because like I don't know. It's just a very stark difference. Like, this is just my thoughts on it. And again, feel free to disagree with me, call me crazy, or just whatever. It doesn't really honestly matter to me. This is just how I feel with the way the game is right now. And I'm not a happy camper with it, which is why I'm just really not excited with max level anymore. And I think it's really because of the fact that I was for the longest time outside of like BFA. BFA was the only expansion I actively did not like. I think the War Within is kind of like a close second because it's like honestly, it's not a bad expansion to me. I don't find it engaging because I feel like the story, the theme, everything's just all over the damn place because it's like, oh, the first patch we're killing spider people, then we're killing like Gallywix, I guess, for some reason we're in a casino now, and now we're like fighting interdimensional space monsters. Like, where's the consistency? It's just everything's all over the damn place, and it's just, I don't know. Like, every time I come back to max level, I'm just like, wait, we're doing what now? Like, you know? And the features, everything just gets replaced with the next patch. I don't know. I can make a whole TotemCast episode just talking about max level. And I might just do that eventually, because, you know, there's only so many things you could talk about at 30. And this whole podcast idea, like, I'm not 100% sure how Duty wanted to do it, but since I've taken over, this isn't like the main focus. I want to talk about other things too, because this is a World of Warcraft podcast. It's not only exclusive for like Legacy 30 content. You know, I'm going to talk about other things too, and you know, maybe have some guests on here that can talk about other things too, so I can just kind of like chillax for the episode and just listen to what they have to say. Like, that sounds really nice to me. Or, you know, I can maybe get some actual AOTC people in here that can talk about, like, oh, well, this is how we killed Dominthius on Heroic and got the mount, got the achievement, and, you know, we start selling the runs, the carries. Like, that sounds great. Like, the less work I have to do, the happier I am. I've been saying that forever. But I don't know. Like, I'm really excited to get more gear for my 29 and figure out, like, the actual time frame that people do 29 content. I'm not 100% sure whenever, like, the dungeons, or not the dungeons, but like the queues are going to be popping. Like, I check every other night, and like Saturdays I have a pretty good time. Just like last night I sat in queue for over an hour and nothing popped, and I was very sad because I really wanted to, you know, get in there and do something. But, you know, it is what it is, right? I just I mean, I will say this, at least like the PvP gear at max level looks really good. And I'm very excited whenever the pre-patch comes out where I can go and actually buy the gear for my twinks. I always think it's really awesome to do that because it kind of looks like, hey, I actually got this when I really didn't. I don't know, it's a prestigious thing. Also, Legion Remix is coming in about 2 weeks. That's going to be an interesting thing. I'm not really sure if I'm super excited for it, to be honest. Legion was my favorite expansion. However, a couple things kind of got me irked with this. Number one, I spent all that time farming the Satyr shoulders from the Emerald Nightmare. Finally get them. Legion Remix is announced. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Because I was like, no, I spent so much time farming this for fucking nothing now. I was also farming the damn scythe from Antorus, and now I know the scythes are all coming, so I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I don't even have to bother doing that anymore. Gonna completely kill everything about Legion, they're even worth, you know, visiting. The Mage Tower appearances you can't even get now, which I think is so fucking stupid. And here's the thing, because I know like some people that listen to this, they actually have the old appearances, they have the old titles, they have the old mounts and all that. Like, I get that, it's a prestigious thing, that's cool, and I'm happy for you. Like, I understand not everybody wants the things that they've achieved in the game to be available for the public. Part of me fully understands and agrees with you on that. However, Legion is over a decade, it's about to be a decade old now. I don't think it really matters anymore. I think if you should be able to go and play the game, pay for the game, you should be able to go get the Mage Tower skins, especially for Legion Remix, which I promise you, half the damn people excited for the fucking thing only want to go just for the damn skins. Like, Blizzard, what are you doing, man? I didn't even play Monk back then. Monk is what I main now, and I want to get the damn skin, but I can't. Like, why not just do what the Green Fire thing was? Like, back in MoP when Green Fire was available, you were able to get it, and then if you got it before the pre-patch, you got the title of the Black Harvest, which I have on my Affliction Warlock. Now everybody can go get the Green Fire, but if you didn't get it at the time, you can't get up the Black Harvest. And I think titles should be the exclusive giveaway for that. I feel like if you want to go get the Mage Tower skin, that's fine. But you should be able to get a title just to show that you got it when it was current, or something like that, to that effect. That way you can like really show like, hey, this is what I got when it was actually, you know, relevant. I think it's completely stupid that Mr. Pandaria Classic or whatever, you couldn't go get the challenge mode skins or the Phoenixes. That was stupid. And I was hoping that Blizzard learned from it because it pissed a lot of people off. But then whenever Legion remix is coming out. Everyone's excited for the Mage Tower. Well, guess what? You can't do it. What is the point? Like, the only thing that matters now is getting the stupid scythes. Like, that's it. Oh, and the other thing, too, is they had decided to add some really cool transmog. Okay, well, I'm happy about that. I'm always excited for new transmog, stuff that wasn't, released, or new shades of skin color. Like, I love transmog. I love it, love it, love it. And one really cool one that they're introducing is the Queen of Azshara transmog from Cataclysm. It is a cool ass smog for Nightborne. I'm going to be very happy to get it. Oh, wait, you have to do the Suramar quest line. A little fun thing about me, I had COVID, allegedly, a couple years ago when it was a big, big, scary virus thing that people were all so worried about. I was never worried about it personally. I was just kind of like, okay, well, this isn't like the 1500s with the Black Plague. I think we'll be okay. And yeah, guess what, we were. But I had a very slight tickle in the back of my throat, and it felt like a cold or something. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, barely take a moment to notice, and like he just looked at my throat. He goes, "Oh, yep, it's COVID, 100%." And I'm over here like, what? Like, it's just everything COVID. But like, anyway, so he gives me a note to be off work. My boss lets me off for 2 weeks just to make sure that I'm healthy. I literally got over it on the way home from the doctor's office, so I was completely fine for 2 weeks. And so I spent the 2 weeks. I was like, what am I going to do in WoW for 2 weeks? Like, I've got so much time now, and I don't have to like worry about anything in real life. And like, I'm getting paid for this because my job decided to pay me for those 2 weeks. God bless. So I decided to go do the Suramar questline to unlock the Nightborne, and it literally took me 2 weeks to do that. And it was a 10 out of 10, not a fun experience. So I do not want to do that again, Blizzard. I don't care. It's just, I know I'm going to have to because I want the transmog, but I don't feel like that's enough. You got to give me something different, something better to sit through that damn shit just to get the damn transmog. It's worth it, but it's not worth it at the same time because realistically, I'll get the mog and I'll wear it just for a little bit until I get tired of it, and then go back to my default mog like everyone else already does. I'm getting stressed with this. This whole this whole podcast episode was supposed to start off about PvP, and here we are ranting about everything else. Yeah, I guess this is just some of my gripes with like the end of the game stuff and like the PvP, and also like the whole point, like the main point I was going to start this one off is we're going to be doing Fight Club in Legacy 30. Legacy 30 is a level 30 Twinking Guild community. We are the level bracket, as I like to proudly claim. If you're interested in doing that, this is a raid tier bracket. However, we do have PvP, and I would like to do PvP. So with that being said, I have a role called Fight Club. If people are interested in doing it, you're more than welcome to. I would suggest it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to go do. So with that being said, that's kind of where the whole idea of this PvP thing just kind of started. But it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like me ranting, let me know. I have plenty of other things I could definitely rant about. I'm a very opinionated person, as you may know. But yeah, so anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next episode, whenever that happens. And until then, see you.